the group, Dr. Kathleen Seward. And I'd like to have her kind of say hello.
Okay, I'm Dr. Kathleen Seward. I am fairly new to the Gunnison area. I moved here about 5-6 years ago now. My husband's been in the area for many years. I have been practicing veterinary medicine for 8 years now. I graduated from CSU with a degree in veterinary medicine and then went back and got recertified in veterinary acupuncture as well, so I do a lot of that as well. I started my practice here as just a house call practice and quickly realized that the valley needed a little bit more than just house call services. So rented a small space, about 800 square feet, and started practicing out of there, where I did just about everything: surgery, emergency care. And then in July, as I grew over the past 3-4 years, was able to open this practice after rehabbing the building. And that's about it so far.
So where were you born and raised?
I was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. Actually went to school in Chicago, went to undergrad at St. Mary's Winona in Minnesota, and practiced psychology for the first 8 or 9 years.
Human psychology or dog?
Human psychology, yeah. Working with abused and neglected teens in the city of Chicago.
That's great.
And then went back to school and got a degree in wildlife medicine. And
so how did you go all the way out here?
I met my husband back in the Midwest, and he got a job out here. He'd always wanted to live in the Gunnison area. So I had actually visited here a few times when I was younger. My father would come out here and we would fish the Taylor, and so we were familiar with the area.
So tell me about you. How big a group do you have now at this point?
It's myself. I just hired on a new part-time doctor as well, another associate. And then I have 2 technicians and 2.5 receptionists.
Oh, that's great.
So
it's a fairly growing group. It's a growing.
Absolutely.
It's a growing group.
We could probably grow a little bit more soon.
So one of the things that I was always impressed with is you provide emergency services.
Yes.
You're one of only 2 in the valley that do that. Mm-hmm. And you get calls from all over the area?
We do. I get calls all the way from Lake City to Crested Butte, Taylor Park area. We get, a lot of my clients will call, but we get a lot of people that are just visiting for the weekends or whatever as well. So, and I don't like turning them down or turning them away and making them go anywhere else.
Right.
We're already very secluded here, so I just like to be able to offer that service as well.
Well, that's great. So what other kinds of services do you provide? I know you have some unique things.
Well, I do mostly preventative care. We do full surgery, emergency surgery, as well as spay-neuter. I'm starting to do a little bit more orthopedic surgery. I have a surgeon that comes in right now that is slowly teaching me orthopedic surgery. I offer acupuncture and rehab care as well for, injuries and that type of thing.
And the new facilities help that?
Absolutely. It's given us much more space. Our old facility only had 1 exam room, and it was pretty tight. So now we have 2 full exam rooms, as well as a room that we're rehabbing into, it, just more of a comfort room, acupuncture, rehab, that type of thing.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So how's business been?
Business has been great.
When you started in 2013?
I opened, my actual doors opened at our little facility in May of 2012.
2012.
I think that year we did okay. It was myself and 1 other person, and we did everything. And we have at least tripled, if not quadrupled, in that
It's,
4
let
to
me tell you,
5
it's almost
period.
fivefold since
It's almost fivefold since then,
since
yeah.
then. So
Yeah.
you've been growing a bit.
Growing quite a bit. We still pull in probably 3 to 4 new clients a day. Average for a veterinarian is they like to see 20 new clients a month.
Right.
So we're exceeding that quite a
Well, that's
bit,
good.
which is great, yeah. I keep thinking that at some point it will top off, but it just seems like more people get animals here.
So as you look forward, what kind of service would you like to provide? What additional services or size of group or stuff like that?
I'd like to be a little bit more of a 24-hour facility. Right now I take emergency calls, but I'm not here 24 hours. I'd like to add another doctor by the summer of next year, another full-time veterinarian, so that we can have more of a 24-hour facility. But mainly, I really think that this valley could benefit from rehab and offering a little bit more of a structured rehab facility for them. A lot of pets here have orthopedic injuries from just working hard with their owners, and
Well, you're also starting to bring additional services from visiting people also, right? In terms of orthopedics
orthopedic surgeries.
Orthopedic surgeries, and you mentioned earlier the massage and
Massage therapy.
animal massage therapy. And the industry I know is growing with all these specialties.
It is.
And
And I like to, right now I have a woman in town here that was certified in massage therapy that is starting to rent some space for me on any given day of the week. And it's nice. I like to be able to help the community in that way and branch out a little bit.
that'd be good.
And so that's my main one is the rehabilitation and that kind of.
Well, I'm sorry we didn't get to do in July into the mix. We were still working through lots of things.
Yeah.
But it gives the opportunity for our partners to meet you and do all that kind of stuff. And I thought maybe we could do a kind of a little walk around
Sure.
and see some of the new facilities with its great floors and all the other kinds of
Great.
neat stuff. There's lots of great machinery and stuff.
Yes.
And you
Yes.
can tell us about that. So
Yeah, I
So-
definitely increased my abilities here by expanding. I can actually have a pretty full functioning hospital here.
And you haven't had any trouble with the market's big enough to be able to manage it.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're gonna do a walk.
Yeah, great. This is where all the clients come and kind of hang out with their pets before we are able to get them into exam rooms. That over here, we kind of transform that room into a little room that people can pick up prescription diets and other needs. Reception area. The floor, I guess, was the biggest thing that we changed. The floor is epoxy on concrete. It's totally 100% waterproof and cleanable. The dogs are still a little nervous of it. It looks slippery, I guess. But it's actually got a little give to it, so it's been very nice to clean. Our exam table and our computer. We just see all of our appointments in here. We do acupuncture in one of these rooms pretty regularly. Acupuncture mat. That's about it. This is our pharmacy area that we fill prescriptions and I guess we just fill prescriptions mostly. This is my favorite room.
Then you walk in here.
So, this is an old, my first boss gave me this. This was his father's OBGYN table from 1930, where everything else was upgraded. I don't have the heart to get rid of this thing. But everything else is pretty new and very He's been running out in the pasture and he's got terrible feet right now from all the grass-ons. And they're all infected. So we're shaving his feet for him and getting grass-ons out.
Yeah. That's bad.
Yeah, that's just the life of a ranch dog.
Yeah. That's what happens in this
Yeah.
way.
And these guys, you know, they're so hairy and furry, you can't tell.
There's a pack in.
Our radiology room with digital radiology machine. And we take x-rays, it goes directly to the computer screen and it's downloaded into their files. So it's really easy to not only get incredible x-rays, but to be able to send them to specialists and they get reviewed pretty easily, so. We have a little holding area for our real sick intensive care patients. One of them can be switched out to an oxygen cage so we can put them on oxygen overnight. This is a wet table. This comes off and we can do wet dental surgeries or whatever on this. This is a dental x-ray unit so we can get dental x-rays. Yeah, I think this is the first dental x-ray unit in town, which is great.
I don't know what anybody else has.
Yeah, those are our blood machines back there, so we can run full in-house blood work on especially the emergency cases, so we can get blood work back within 15 minutes.
Do dogs have blood type?
They do have blood types, but most of them are like O in people, where they can, but once they've had a transfusion, they have to have the same type transfusion again, so.
So once it starts, they gotta keep on.
Yeah, but you can pretty much, I'll oftentimes transfuse my dog and then transfuse it into a dog. Yeah, so.